What's up, my people? Happy new month, happy weekend. How that day waiting they happen, waiting this up. Welcome back to our channel. The WhatsApp group will be open today. I'm going to leave the link in the comment section below so that you can join. And guys, the first thing you do when you get in is introduce yourself with a picture or a video, whatever, just introduce yourself to them so that we know that you are not fake, you are real. That's all right, guys, we've given out 6 of these, right? Remaining a hat and a t-shirt. So these are for free. We've given out 2. I sent out 4 yesterday. It should reach the receiver today or tomorrow. But yeah, remaining this one, send me a message. It's based on first come first serve. For the free stuff, you have to be living in Nigeria. I mean residing in Nigeria. Okay guys, that is it. Let us quickly get right into today's news. The first one here is about this, our friend of the channel, Abba Kyari. Yeah, that's funny. The trial judge ordered NDLEA to transfer Abba Kyari to Kuje prison. So it's currently in Kuje prison according to reports. But another thing that's trending on social media about Abba Kyari is the fact that he refused to eat the prison food. The media just put it, refused to eat prison food. Abba Kyari is eating. Yeah, they said he kept to himself. That is there, but not eating. No, that is not totally true. He only eats his wife's food, which they said it's acceptable, it's allowed. If you have somebody you trust, you don't trust the government, and you have somebody you trust that can cook for you, yes, that is fine. But another thing happened in that Kuje prison. Some of these people recognize this man, Abba Kyari. So when they saw Abba Kyari in prison with them, they were super excited. In fact, some of them, it was Abba Kyari who got them arrested. Somehow it came through Abba Kyari, So they saw him in prison and they were just all screaming, so happy to have him there, because he was the one, some of them claimed arrested them, or his boys. But guys, let us read exactly what an officer said recently about this. His presence has, however, generated excitement in the facility. Many inmates who had had some encounters with him and others who heard about his ongoing trial have been discussing the fact that a senior policeman like him was remanded in Kuje, where some individuals he investigated are also serving time. Let's move straight to the next one. I think some of you know my stand when it comes to churches, religions, and their doctrines. I can't but wonder, why would anybody, I'm concerned about the members, why would anybody even believe this? This is a pastor, right, that helps a member print, he said the pastor prints passport in his shoes. Guys, is this a joke? I don't know. Let's watch this video.
Remove the shoe. Remove the shoe.
Shoe no wrong, one shoe no wrong.
Take your passport. Take your passport. Take your passport.
Let's quickly talk about this Idibia story. It seemed like the brother actually released more videos talking about Idibia. I thought that was the end, because that was too much. He said a lot in that video, but he came back. I don't know if he came back with an extension of the video or whatever, but it seemed like he's still saying the same thing, repeated the same thing. You didn't really change your words. This whole thing is still about depending on your sister right from the start. There was never a point, like I said in the previous video, you've worked in certain firm, you've worked in so places, you've hustled for yourself. There was nothing like that. It seemed like he, being an elder brother, depended solely on the sister. I never mentioned any part where he offered to help the sister. or where he's ever helped the sister in the past, even before Two-Face, or we didn't hear about you paying for your sister's school fees as an elder brother at some point. Yes, because we've seen scenarios like that. We've seen situations like that whereby the elder brother was the one, helping out the family and all that, and something just happened, and he couldn't, really do much, and the sister is the one doing it. That's understandable. At some point when you had the money, you actually helped. You were there. But you didn't even say something like that. You keep mentioning Uber, like I don't understand. I feel pity for this guy. I think he needs help, and I don't think that's his right mind. That's not him talking. I think this guy is going through a lot and is under the influence. So I don't think anything he says should be taken that serious. But again, it is a serious thing that he's saying, because it's tarnishing the sister's image. And again, it didn't debunk something. There's something it didn't debunk, which I was expecting. What is that thing? The house rent. That means Idibia actually paid your children's school fees for 9 years. He actually paid. She's the one paying for your house rent. She furnished your house. Everything Idibia said, you never debunk it. She never said it's a lie. That means she did it. So she's doing all these things. You want her to also pay you, according to him, he said that Idibia gives him 20k, something 30k, which is money to me. Even if it's 5k, that's a lot of money. I don't think you worked for it, because she's giving you a lot. So he didn't debunk any of those, like house rent, medical bills, monthly allowance, school fees for 9 years. You never said anything about that. Guys, let us watch this new video.
Hello Nigerians, good morning. I want to clear something that is actually going on out there. I am not begging Annie to pay me for what I did not work for. I am not begging anybody for money. I just want Annie to pay me for everything I have worked for her, all the years I have put in building her own career only based on promises she made to me as a sister. For instance, the whole of last 2 years now, last year to beginning of last year to end of last year, I spent months working for Annie on a children's brand that she released. I don't know if you can remember. She released a children's brand. I was the one who designed it. I was the one who spent sleepless nights at Yaba with different tailors to sew those things. At the end of the day, I wasn't paid for it. Now, apart from that, she made promises to me that none of them she would keep. Once I do one thing wrong, she will say she's done. I will have to go back begging. Then this year, she gave me, towards the end of last year, she said I would manage her. She gave me the managing job. And then because I wasn't around for 1 week, I went back there and it took everything away from me. I've been begging Annie for a car to do Uber to at least sustain myself and my family. Annie promised and she would never release the car to me. Now, I want you to put yourself in my shoes. After working for so long with one person, only based on promises, based on that she is your sister, at the end of the day, none of the promises was fulfilled. And she took everything she had given you, even the hope, all the hope she had given you of a better life. She took everything away. Annie is so manipulative. Annie is so manipulative. Like, she just doesn't want a situation where I can stand on my own and provide for myself. She always wants me to come back to beg her, to come back to cry. At every single opportunity, she will tell me my family will suffer, my children will suffer. And I had no choice because I had put in so much time working for this woman. I designed Belvia Kids. Wisdom Macaulay designed Belvia Kids. She sold it worldwide. I was never paid a dime. So I'm asking Annie now to pay me for all the jobs I've done for her, to pay me for designing Belvia Kids, for all those nights I slept at Yaba, all those nights. I'm begging her to pay me for everything I have done for her. I'm begging her to pay me. And even lately, just to avoid problems, I asked her to help me with the least cash she has for me to do Uber, that every weekend I will take it back to her. Annie refused. I begged her and she refused. I took the car yesterday with the hope that, okay, I'll just call her and say, sis, please, let me just use this, even if it's for a week or two. Since you have taken away the managing job, you've taken away everything from me, all the promises you've made, you've taken everything away. Let me just use this one to survive myself and my family. Annie sent her driver with dogs. They came. I was driving along just before VGC. They came and were banging the glass. They brought out knives. I was so scared for my life. I had to run and park the car somewhere and run away for my dear life. Even as I am now, I've heard a lot of threats. She's after me. She has called my wife at home. She's threatening. I can't even go to the house because I am not safe. Nigerians, I want you to put yourself in my shoe. I have a family. I've been doing this based on, this is my sister, that at least if she makes promises that one day God will touch her heart to help me. I spent sleepless nights working for her. Even lately, even the job she did, on the Netflix job she did at a hotel, I wasn't paid. I was there.
Okay, but again, you know, not just an Idibia's family that's waging war against her. We also have Two-Face's brother, right? Two-Face's family, actually. You know, you have one of Two-Face's baby mamas, right? Also fighting an Idibia. There's just a lot, you know, going on in this lady's life. Like, seriously. I was speaking to a friend yesterday, and they said, because I was like, you know, they said she takes drugs, you know, that's the part I don't. And the guy was like, man, forget all that one. How she not gonna take drugs? What if she takes drugs? Like, that was what the person said, you know. Say no to drugs, by the way. But the person was like, why wouldn't she take drugs? Like, see someone going through all these family issues, from our own family to baby mama, from baby mama to Two-Face's family. Like, why wouldn't she take something hard? But yeah, Two-Face's brother Charlie actually reacted to that, and Idibia's brother calling her out. He says, no matter how you take package shit, when the time reach, it must smell. Well, talking about Idibia, you know. Okay, guys, speaking about family issues, you know, this has been going on for a while. Cora and the husband, the guy actually came out to explain the actual thing that caused their divorce. He said he's currently speaking with his lawyers about the divorce. She said some hurtful things about their daughter June. He was like, okay, that's it, I'm done. She said she regretted having her or something. I think maybe that one lost the dad more. You know, mothers get jealous when it comes to things like this, but their problems seem to be bigger than that. I think before that time there was a huge problem, and he said it before that this lady cheated earlier in their relationship.
Well, I divorced Cora because we got into an argument, and Cora says things to hurt me sometimes, and she repeatedly told me that she regretted June ever being born. And I asked her to stop saying that, and June was in my arms crying, and she repeatedly said it over and over again. I called my mother, who will testify this in court, that she would kept saying it over and over and again. And I said, you can't say this to June. She understands what you're saying. June's crying. I attempted to take June out of the room, and I said, you can't be around your daughter if you're saying this type of stuff. And she came across the room. My mom's on the phone, will testify this in court, and violently ripped June out of my hands, and very close dislocated June's shoulder. That was when I posted online that I was divorcing my wife and I can't be treated this way anymore. When I went live and said, say it again, it was that she regretted June being born. So fast forward, many of you reached out to me, and I have talked to an attorney. And I can't see my kids right now, and I'm asking for public support because I love my kids. 2 days ago, many of you reached out to me and asked me to go get the kids because she was being negligent. when she was inside the sink, there's a garbage disposal in that sink, within reach of June's foot. So she was putting her foot in the sink, and there was a garbage disposal, and she could have easily mangled her foot. And then Athena, his head was drooping, and she was like getting her airway choked off. And I communicated this, and she ignored me. I called her, she hung up on me. So, at legal counsel, I went and got my kids for the last 2 days to protect her, because many of you were reaching out to me and saying that they were going to call child services, which would not be the first time child services was called for negligence. So, I went and got my kids and explained to her why I was taking control of the kids. I was not withholding her, and I had no intention of keeping the kids from her. Today I had to work because we haven't found a nanny yet, and I asked her to watch the kids for a little bit, and she agreed. And I said, I will be taking the kids back to my house. And when I got there, her friends handed me a pile of papers, and the police were there. Well, it showed up later. She falsely filed. So I can't see my kids for, it looks like a month, because she's trying to hurt me. I love my kids. They're my life.
Let us talk about the fun part. Here we have Licorice, former Big Brother Nigeria housemate. She was given, according to her, she was given 20 million naira or 14. Some news platforms said it's 14 million naira. Others were like 20 million naira. Well, that's a lot. They sent her 2 cars, an anonymous, and asked her to choose one. Ah, God almighty. Let's watch this video.
No. Just sent me a card. They say anonymous.
They want you to choose one.
A Benz, a CLA Benz. They even got 2 that I should pick one. I picked one already. They said anonymous.
It's me. Zai.
Kings.
Who am I?
And my last birthday was King's not coming. I know, so it's not the amount, it's just the thought of coming together and saying, let's do this together. You guys owe me nothing. Trust me. Let's come together and do this for this girl. It means a lot to me, and
Here we have a lady that says, sent a message to Eniola Badmus. This is just funny. Just a lady catching cruise, I think. Said that Eniola Badmus should tell them the secrets. Eniola Badmus is really working on her weight these days, and we can see the results, even though some people claimed earlier that she's using Photoshop. But yeah, she's getting in shape. She looks great. And so this lady actually reacted to that. Let's watch.
Eniola will not rest in my hand. I will continue to bring Eniola here. She has to come out in front of all women and tell us what she did to herself. Because all of us know how God created Eniola. Now Eniola will start photo. Babe, 5,000 before you close your eyes. 5,000 I've liked the picture. They know people like say that I'm jealous of her. It's your business. It's your business. When I say enjoying sex and I was enjoying it, I came out to tell you people. Chop alone, die alone. Eniola must come out and tell us what she did to herself to achieve. You people say gastro bypass, or gastric bypass. Okay, accepted for the stomach. What about the nyash? You must be me, baby.
Another catching cruise here, fun. You know, it's good to watch things like this. You know, watch British Nigerian girls or guys speak Yoruba, Igbo, or Hausa, or try to speak it. But guys, let us watch this video. This girl is just having fun trying to speak Yoruba, even though just speaking gibberish. They try, honestly. They actually try. I understand what they're trying to say. Let's watch.
Do you know what that was? Let me hear your Yoruba.
Yeah, go on. Mo Yoruba, mo sọ dada. Èmi ni fly.
I
Do you know my I can't speak Yoruba,
but I can't understand it.
Let's
have just one quick conversation.
Okay.
Okay. Shorty down.
Mo jẹun atarodo. Mo jẹ atarodo àti odugan. Ẹ̀yin kọ́.
Èmi ò tí jẹun. Mo jẹ breakfast láàárọ̀, but èmi ò tí jẹun nísìnyí. Ó ti mo ń ṣe dáadáa.
Listen, that was understand the lessons. Yeah.
That's it. I'm real Nigerian. That's why I can't talk English too good, but I can't pronounce it.
Okay, guys, let's talk about sex. Yeah, sex here. Tonto Dike says, safe sex is not always wearing condom. It's being careful who you mix your soul with. She's got a point there, though. What do you think? It's got steamy or intense here with Yemi Alade. As Yemi Alade explains how she's going to tell a man that he wasn't good in bed.
What, does size matter to you?
Size of what, honey?
The know what I'm talking about.
Size of that yammy. When that happens, you have to experience certain things to know what you don't like. Mm-hmm. And when that happened, I realized that, this does not work for me. Like, it's such a turn off. I need to get out of here.
I need to get out of something else.
Yeah, so size is a thing. And then skill, because some people have it but don't know how to use it.
Right.
And that is very sad.
That's worse than not having it. Oh my God, yes.
That is sad. It's so sad. And I feel like if I put myself in that situation again, if I could have a conversation with that person, I'm not sure they would find it funny.
What could you say?
Like, right?
Like, what can you say? What's the conversation? All right, let's act it out. Yummy, what's the problem?
All right, okay. I really.
Are you laughing at my? No.
Angela, you're a wonderful
really
actress.
Quick. The end. Oh, okay. No, the end. I'm going out.
But I'm saying, you said let's have a conversation. So, like, I don't feel like you're into me.
Oh no, I am. I really, really do like you. And I like the time we spent together. What do you think? Should we make it more interesting?
How?
I don't know. I feel like we could do other things other than you just always being on me. Like, try other, interesting positions.
Okay, like what positions do you like?
He's going to be like, you're on a shower. Is this what
Wow.
Really? So this is what you have been doing with other guys? So I don't understand. You're telling me that I don't know how to.
He's gonna blame it on you.
He's gonna flip that. The ego will just.
It's gonna be your fault.
Let me read this. Someone says here, you see why people never help. I borrowed this guy 750k since June 2021. Money he asked me to borrow him for a month. He defaulted. And after 3 months, he paid 300k. The remaining 450k, till now, he hasn't paid. See what the person sent me this morning. I should draft a letter. The person said, draft a letter of agreement. Send it to me, stating that I will pay you 90k per month from June 2022 for 5 months. The person replied, please draft the letter yourself. And he was like, if you are ready for collection of your money, let me know. I'm not ready for too much talk. But when he wants to borrow the money, he knows how to be humble. People like this, they know how to be humble. See, let me tell you one thing. Personally, right? My rule is I don't borrow money I can't let go or give you. I don't. So that if you can't pay, I will know I'm good either way. This is money I could have given to you. Or you come with so much problem and tell me you need so amount of money. I'll tell you, this is the one I have, but I'm not going to borrow you. I dash you. Like I give you the money, you know, you don't have to pay me back. Go find somewhere else or someone that's going to help you with the remaining. You know, I've tried. Guys, let us move straight to the next one. Here we have a pastor, right? This pastor wipes off bride and bridesmaids makeup. They makes bridesmaid scrape off bride's nail polish. I respect pastors a lot. You know, I don't even care whether you're a fake pastor or something. Like I said, you know, I always talk about the issues, whatever they did, but I will never disrespect them or say something crazy about them. But I will still talk about it because it's my job. You know, I'm reporting something that they were accused of. But when it comes to my wedding, you better not try it. I will lose respect for you because, like, seriously, I will lose my home training. Come on, you are a person like me. It's just position that is different. Come on. It's not holiness, self. You know me say, if heaven open now, you go first me enter. You understand? Now position, now your job too, to, you know, coordinate this thing. Please, guys, let us watch this video.
Voltamos a falar do nosso problema.
This is sad news. Joke Silva and Olu Jacob's son's marriage crashes after 3 years. It's so sad. And Joke Jacobs and Olu Jacobs have been together for a long time. It's hard to see things like this on social media. And I'm sure Joke Jacobs and Olu Jacobs will be sad about that too. Might be irreconcilable differences, you know, it's always the problems when it comes to wahala in marriages. Here the ex-wife had said, it's been a while. Oh yeah, let's get questions. And somebody said, are you still married? My bro who stays in the UK is madly in love with you. And she replies, no, you will have to register for interview. And another question here, are you still married to your husband? I said, no. Oh yeah, make una rest. Can your marriage still be restored? She said, what God cannot do doesn't exist. However, there are some things that we don't want God to do. You get it? If not, forget about it. Here she says, a girl just wants to make money and live the soft life. We are good on this side, love and light. 90% of the time they are not good, you know, they're just trying to heal. It's not easy, but we understand. Moving on to the next one, Styl-Plus hints remix of Expressions album. So they've got an album, Expressions, so they want to do the remix, both of them. I cannot wait. Man, these guys are amazing.
Most definitely, we've been saying this. There's still work ongoing. You guys are going to get the best. There's no hurry. And music, thank God for music today is, you know, even more universal than before. So, I mean, you guys should watch out for great stuff coming out soon.
We're really appreciative of people helping us make it a classic, because these classic songs kind of have prolonged our career, as in from 2003 up to now. That's like 19 years. So we thank God for the classics, and we thank the fans for keeping the classics alive.
So there are two now in the group. The other one, Tunde, has gone solo. I remember when they sang the song 4 years don't waka, we still dey carry go, nobody go solo. Well, Tunde went solo. Yeah. Okay, guys, moving on to the next news. Nigeria situation here as usual. Okay, you can see these police officers, they stopped a bus and started searching phones without knowing that, you know, there's a senior colleague there, senior officer in there, and they apologized and they said, don't try this again. These guys are meant to be punished, like seriously.
You check his phone or not? This guy. What? I'm not checking yourself.
You asked that guy to check this thing now. He was in the car then now.
I was in that car. I was in the middle. You asked him to come down. You asked him to go and bring his bag. He gave you his bag. I don't know what you did with the bag. Later, excuse me. Later he said you want to check his phone. The driver and himself came to you. What right have you to check his phone? I demand an answer. I'm not checking your phone. You check the phone. You have to say sorry because we didn't know he was even inside. Why do you have to argue? What right have you to check his phone? Sorry, sir. Let it be the first and the last.
Speaking about punishment here, a last man officer has been dismissed after seen on camera assaulting someone. And Sanwo-Olu actually stepped in. The governor of Lagos State stepped in.
No, better for you. If you know anybody, then let's go there. I'll pay for you. I do better.
To this question, which do you prefer? A day with Davido, raid Wizkid's wardrobe, recording session with Burna Boy, be mentored by Don Jazzy, get Olamide's phone number? Let me think. I would go with this one, raid Wizkid's wardrobe. Yes, it's not my size. Yes, I know. It's not my size. I'm obviously physically bigger than Wizkid. But I can sell those clothes and make good money. Yes. And the fact that it's Wizkid's clothes, the news will be out there. I'll just auction it, everything. Imagine how much I'll be making. Yes, that's me. What's yours? Leave your answers in the comment section below. Thanks once again for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Until we see you next time. Peace.